I know, no makeup today. This is a wet, nasty day. I'm gonna turn around. I don't know if y'all are gonna be able to tell. Y'all can hear it. It's cold and it's wet. I've just gone out, fed the chickens. I moved all kinds of stuff around out in the goat house to bring their feeders into the goat house so they didn't have to stand out in the cold rain to eat. I may have to add on to that goat house because days like this and the next few days where it's going to be cold and they want to stay sort of huddled and where their warmth is, they don't need to, I don't know, they're goats. I don't know, maybe overthinking it. Anyway, I'm headed down to Daniel's. Levi didn't want to go. Somebody's probably going to say, Kim, you're telling everybody what you're doing. Well, yeah, but by the time y'all get this video, I'll be home. So I think, not everybody, but some people look at it as I'm doing a live, and I'm not doing a live. If I'm doing a video right now and it's almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon, this video won't come out to y'all till maybe tonight if I feel like it, or Wednesday, because I don't have a Wednesday video, and I want to give y'all a Wednesday video because I don't normally give you a Wednesday video. Anyway, I think there's some that think I'm doing lives, and I'm not doing lives. I've never done a live. Dear me. Y'all would see all kinds of chaos if I was going to do a live. Ooh, it's cold in here. Turn this up. No, not AC. Heat. Okay. Daniel evidently has made something. I can't look because I'm driving. I'm only in my driveway right now, but still. Lou called a while ago and she said, we're going to eat at 1. It's 1:04, so they're already eating. Because you know, my family, we say, you know, we don't do that. Well, let's not eat for 30 minutes because so-and-so's not going to be here yet. Or they're not here yet, so we're not going to eat. We have a big family, and everybody knows. Now, this is a Monday, and it's a rainy day, and more than likely, there's nobody else. Because she's not going to send out a message to people like Tina and Rob that live, 45 minutes away. It's just like he wanted to cook something, and if we're here close by, we want to run up and eat something, we can. So I thought, well, I'll go see what he's made, because he's made something special. She said, I'm not wearing a seatbelt. And I need gas, and I forgot I needed gas, and I don't want to keep driving this on low fuel. She said, we're going to eat at 1 o'clock if you want to come down. And I said, oh my gosh. I said, he just had to make something. And she goes, he couldn't wait, Kim. He just had to make what he was talking about yesterday. And he was being so secretive about it. And he had to make it. So we're going to taste it. Anyway, it's cold, it's wet. It's not as cold as it's going to get. And I know so many of y'all live where it's really cold, in Canada and other places. I don't know if we have any Siberia people, because I think they say Siberia is the coldest place on earth. I don't know if that's true or not. But, right now, this is just normal cold. I don't know who vehicle is that. I don't recognize that vehicle. Does she want to eat at her house or G's? I don't know where we're supposed to be at. I thought she said Daniel's. I'm going to go to Daniel's. They may have took the food to Mom and Dad, so Mom and Dad wouldn't have to get out in the rain. But I'm going to go here first and see if they're here. All right. See you in a minute. So I'm here for lunch. Oh, I don't have my watch on. Anyway, how long have I been here, Lou?
Carter, give me hugs.
I've been here 15 minutes.
Why your pants all far?
Yeah, that's
Just your boots.
That's
She's
what.
at home. She's trying to get undressed.
Boots off,
But
not
you didn't
pants
have to
off.
take off your pants.
Yes, she does.
Sure, feels better with no pants
I'm
on.
gonna run around in a diaper, I guess.
Let Lulu help you.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, his meal is not ready yet.
Yeah, the person lied to me on how long it takes.
It was Was it a TikTok?
Okay.
Yeah.
TikTok.
Now come see me.
Well, that's it. It's December the 20th. And this is what was left on my vines out there. My tomatoes. And that's it. We get a freeze coming in tomorrow night or early Thursday morning. I'm not sure at what time it starts pulling through. So I went ahead and picked what's left. Some of them will turn green. Turn red. I can sit them out in the windowsill, or in fact, it doesn't really matter. I've had some sitting right up here in a bowl with my oranges and stuff when I bring them in from outside, and I just put my oranges. Not oranges, because I don't have orange trees. But I mean, like when I buy my bag of oranges, the little cuties where Levi to peel easy, I put them in a bowl right here on the counter. And I would throw my tomatoes in it. And I've had my tomatoes turn red right there in that bowl. Oh my gosh, I'm sure that's on 100 blowing out my speakers. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to replace the TV. I know it. You know what? I'm going to tell you the truth. It wasn't that long ago before this TV got brought in here, and the TV that was there got brought out to the porch, because the porch one had gone out. It was an old TV anyway, and it finally went out. Just didn't have a picture anymore. So I took the one from in here out there, but it's already got one blown speaker. He blows out the speakers. I know somebody said I could look on my remote and see if there's a limit I can put the sound up to. I can try that. And he puts it up to 100 when I'm not here, and I just came in from outside and he had that sucker up. So anyway, back to my tomatoes. Here they are. And that'll be it for the year. So that's something else. That's pretty. Good morning. It is Wednesday morning. I watched the news last night that cold. Huh? Yeah, tomorrow. Tomorrow morning. I watched the news last night. Tomorrow, I haven't turned it on yet this morning. Me and Elora just got up a few minutes ago. I had gotten up a little before her, just enough time to go to the bathroom and then turn on the hot water to make some coffee and some hot cocoa. You want some hot cocoa? Yeah. So, we had a good time last night. Dad's got a little video. I think he's going to put it out, he said, tonight. We went to see some of the drive-through Christmas lights in our area. I know they've got lots of them in Houston. I think there's some place down in Houston where you parked and you got on a bus and then they drove you to some area of the town. I don't know if you got out and walked around or if you just stayed on the bus and looked. They weren't letting just people drive through. I guess you had to get on a bus to go see it. But we went to the first one off of hold on one second. This little cat, little girl right here. I have to put her out now. She's starting to where she won't use the cat box. I don't get it. Animals are so strange. That's what me and Mom were just talking about. We would never buy a cat because cats are so unpredictable. Dogs, you know, I don't know. It's hard to potty train some dogs. Please don't do that. She's kneading on my sweater, but it's going through and hitting my skin. So, you know, ever since I got her, she's been in the house and she used the cat box she was using the cat box. And then all of a sudden, randomly, she pooped under my bed. She wasn't locked in or anything. So I got her picked. That was a while back. And she's had other little incidents, mostly now by the back door. I don't even have a rug there anymore. I picked the rug up. I'm thinking, well, I've washed the rug, but cats have that sense of smell that's so strong. So she still, maybe even though the rug was washed, she was smelling. And it's those little small rugs. You know, they're barely the width of a door, and they're maybe 1.5 feet wide. They're real small and flimsy. I've washed it a couple of times now, and she still continues to do it. So now she comes in and eats because she's still young and she can't fight her way through those big cats outside. But the minute she starts milling around after she eats, I put her butt out. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, we went to these drive-through tree lights. and one was down 1725 in Cleveland. So pretty. It's the one that last year they had music on some of the areas where the lights where there was music, and Daddy got a red flag on his when he did the video. Not last year before last. He didn't go last year. The first year we went with Daniel and Lou. We all went together, and then the next year me and Mom went and took the kids. Lex wasn't here. He came last year. He was after Christmas when he was with Lester, and this year he's before Christmas. So he was with. So anyway, we took Lex and Connor and Elora, Dad and Mom, Levi, and myself, and it was real nice. And he would sit his phone down low so that the music wouldn't be heard when we got to a place where music was playing. And then well, I'd asked Mom, did you want to just do this one? But we went ahead and did a second one. I thought about doing not the 1725 one like we've done the years before, or the 2025 one, because there's another road. And we went out to the 2025 one, and they were not all lit up. So I don't know if they're not doing it anymore, or if they've moved somewhere else, or what. I don't know. But we got a good one of the 1725 one, and Dad, I read what they wrote. There's a big piece of plywood out there, and he's written why they started doing this light show. So it was real cute. So y'all will see that. But then in Splendora yesterday, when me and Mom went to get a few things from Walmart, I needed to get a tarp for the chicken yard, for the chicken house, a couple of fire logs so I can start a fire on the back porch, because I've got all my ferns on the back porch. And I don't know if when they say bring your plants in, do they mean in the house or just out of the frost? Or do they have to be in the house because they don't need to be even in 20-degree weather? So, I don't know. I've got them on my back porch so they're completely safe from frost. And I'm going to try to put the plastic up around the screens, the doors and the windows that are screens, and close the other windows. The two windows that are actually working windows in that living room part, I will, little girl, you are hurting me. I will close those. But around the kitchen area where that is just a screen, the walls are high, but the screen is just there, and I'll put some plastic there to keep the air out. And then I'm going to build a fire before I go to bed in the fireplace out there. I'll put the screen on it and everything so nothing can happen. But that should put some warmth out on those, on my ferns. That's Honey. Why don't you open the door and call her? Because I don't know what she's barking at. And Jensen, they're both out there. Oh, she's looking to come in. She didn't hit the door. Anyway, we had a good time. And so when me and Mom were coming back from shopping, when we come through Splendora, is it cold out there? They come running in. When we come through Splendora, there was a sign, a real big sign up that said Christmas lights over Texas, or Christmas over Texas, something like that, .com. So I told Mom, I said, wonder what that is. And I said, is that anywhere around here? And she said it was at Chain of Lakes, or it used to be called Chain of Lakes. Now it's called like Artesian something, I don't know. Anyway, we went out there. It's actually out there toward Longhorn Musters. So we went out there, and that was really pretty too. It was really pretty, really long. I got a couple of pictures of that one that you could actually get out of your car. And they had, that one actually cost. The other one was a donation. The 1725 one was a donation box. That one at the Christmas Lights over Texas was actually $35 a car. but you can get out and take pictures with things. They had a place, a thing that blows snow. I think they said it was just bubbles. It was just bubbles. Well, not bubbles like little round soap.
It's not actual soap that you clean with. It's just the bubbles that pop up.
Yeah, but they were white. They were like clumps of, like when you do dishes in your dishwater and you have all those white clumps. So it wasn't bubbles, little bubble, little bubble, little bubble. It was white clumps of bubbles. It made it look like snow. She's looking at me. Anyway. So I'm fixing to get dressed. I gotta go with Dad this morning. We're gonna go to Tractor Supply and get some necessities for the cold. We don't, neither one of us want to run out of feed. And I got mad at myself because I went and got feed one day and I was in my SUV. And then I went another day. Remember, I did a video of it, how I was going to have to carry the feed back there. So I left hen scratch in the back end of my car. That's the dumpster, people. Go look out there. The dumpster's picking up trash. The dumpster truck is here. Anyway, yeah, so I carried the bag of goat feed to the, because I had to carry it. Because my four-wheelers, Daniel even said yesterday, when I went out down there I stuck a video on here of going to Daniel's to eat something he had made. He found off TikTok. But he came in from outside. He said he couldn't crank that four-wheeler for nothing. And I said, I told you it won't crank when it's cold. So he said if he can't get it to crank when it's cold, he can't even, while he's off work, tittle around with it and see what's going on with the transmission part, because see, it pops out of gear. Like you put it in drive and you go, then it does this little thing down here, the lever doesn't pop out, but the internal parts pop out somehow. And next thing you know, you're just coasting, or you stop rolling because eventually you can't give it gas and go because it's popped out of gear. Anyway, honestly, that was a mistake to buy that four-wheeler. I was praying it would be a good four-wheeler, and it just didn't work out. So God didn't have that plan for me. So I guess he's got a different plan for me. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, I'm back to having to carry my feed, especially right now while it's wet. I can't drive back there to the goat room, so I'm back to carrying feed. So I carried that feed back, that 50-pound bag of feed back there, and I left the 50-pound bag of scratch because I didn't need it right then. Then I forgot it was in the back of the SUV. You know, the seats are up. I forgot it was back there. And when I went to Tractor Supply a few days ago, I got I got lay pellets because I knew I needed it, and got another bag of scratch instead of getting goat feed. So now I've got two big old bags of scratch. I can't feed the goat scratch because it's got too many fine grains that it's just too grainy. Could make them sick. So they've got to have that molasses sticking to their bellies, goat feed. So I'm going to ride with Dad this morning and get that. And I'm going to get some antifreeze for the cars. He said he doesn't think if I make sure I top them off with antifreeze, I shouldn't have to worry about putting a light on them unless I've got a low battery on any of them. And I don't think my batteries are low. You know, the cold drains your batteries. And he said you can keep a light on if you think you got a bad battery, but I don't have a bad battery in any one of my cars. So I may not do the light on my car. I may say I'm not going to do it, and then last minute run out there and throw a light on it because that makes me nervous. I don't know. I don't want to wake up that cold morning and want to go to town and neither one of my vehicles will start because I should have put a light on them. So I don't know what I'll do about that. But today is our day to get everything like really buttoned up to protect everything from the cold. So anyway, that's our day. Dad'll be here in about an hour, pick me up. I said 7:30 or 8, and he said, no, I need a cup of coffee. So it's 9. He's picking me up at 9. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna go and I'll get this video out to y'all. I might do a little bit of video with me and Dad together. I don't know. he's probably going to have his camera out. And I don't like, as much as I love the videos, I don't like two people filming each other. So, but I do have a little bit of video of me going down to Lester's to Daniel's to eat whatever it was he made. It was like this little, it was sort of like he called it a chicken cobbler. It was like a chicken pot pie. And then I'll throw in the 2 pictures of the Christmas lights that I took. I actually got out, the kids got out, and I got a couple of pictures of them. They're not real clear because it was cold and they were moving and the lights made a blur because the lights were bright. It was such a pretty little tunnel of lights. But anyway, I'll get those out to y'all too. All right, God bless y'all. And I'll do some videos today too of me getting everything buttoned up. I'll show you. It's my alarm.
60%.
Of getting everything buttoned up for the cold. And I think, according to the news, it comes in tomorrow in late morning. So before noon, we'll start filling it. And so that's going to give me and Mom a chance to run to Cleveland, run to town in the morning before the cold is really here, and get those last-minute grocery things that we didn't do. I told Mom, I said, I need to wait till payday before I do the groceries. I just want to get the necessities right now that I need for the house. And I did get a couple of things there. And then a couple of things.
You said that you were only going to go because G wasn't saying really anything.
I know, because she wouldn't talk, because G, she catches everything. In the car last night, I said, Mom, we're going to go tomorrow morning, right? Thursday morning. And I said, that'll be the best day to get all of our stuff. Because we didn't get anything for the party, for the Christmas Eve party, the anything. And she said, she didn't say anything. I said, okay, so I'm just going to be going to town by myself. You don't want to go with me? And then all of a sudden I remembered something. I said, are you worried that you're going to have Coda? And she said, yes. Because supposedly this afternoon, Jill and her sisters are taking her mother out for her birthday dinner and then some shopping. So there's a possibility she won't come back to Plum Grove to get Coda. Coda will just stay the night. And then Tina has Carly. So if that's the case, Mom was saying she don't know if she wants to get up and get Coda out in the freeze. But the freeze will not be here till later on Thursday, not early Thursday. We usually get up and are gone by 8 o'clock. So, I don't know. We're going to figure that out. She may just want to do some kind of a grocery order. I like doing a grocery order, but I also sometimes I want to look because I get frustrated when they substitute things that make no sense. I don't know if any of y'all seen that video of that man that keeps changing clothes being a different store. And he said, I know that you ordered donuts, but we were out, so I got you this, and it was a roll of toilet paper. And he says it's round and it's got a hole in the middle. And that's exactly how I feel about Walmart. Sometimes they make no sense, you know, so with their substitutions. And there's some things that I don't want to be substituted. And if I'm going to go to, you know, you can go run up there and grab your groceries and not dress. But if you're thinking they may screw something up, you got to get dressed anyway. So if you're going to get dressed anyway to have to possibly go in the store, you might as well just go in the store and get it done. That's my mentality right now. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm rattling on. I'm just rattling on. Hope y'all enjoy this video, because I am talking about everything and nothing all at the same time. But you're getting a glimpse at our plans of what we're going to do, I guess. Anyway, Levi's still asleep. I'm fixing to make me a cup of coffee and her some cocoa and start some tea. Yesterday, Levi, here we go, I'm going to another little story. Me and Mom were going to town yesterday early. We were leaving here at 8 o'clock. Mom had to drop Bandit off at the hair groomer at 8:50, the clipper groomer, whatever, the dog groomer, at 8:15. So we leave here, but I didn't want to get up and have a house ransacked. So I did as much. I mean, the kitchen was spotless when I went to bed. This room was a little, well, the couch was all disarray because he was on the couch watching TV when I went to bed. He went to bed shortly after I went to bed because I heard him come in the room and get his stuff out of the tote to make his bed. But when I got up yesterday morning, I come down the hallway. First, the front door was wide open and Chia was gone. And there was 2 cats in the house. The little girl cat that I said I don't like to leave her in very much anymore. Anyway, he said he let Chia out to use the bathroom. All of a sudden, in his mind, he decided to do that kind of work, when normally that is not something that ever enters his mind, to let somebody out to use the bathroom. But he said that's why he opened the door. But he let cats in that I have to watch, and he didn't shut the door back. And I'd hate that, to know that I'm asleep and the front door's open. I mean, the storm door's there, but anyway, then I go into the kitchen. I had taken the last 2 milk jugs that were empty, cleaned them out, rinsed them really good, and had put water in them in case we lose power, and put them in the bottom of the pantry. That's immediately when I knew the pantry door was not closed. I didn't lock it when I went to bed. And I'm not lying to y'all. I know I have these little incidents where maybe I say on a video I forgot to lock the pantry door. It doesn't happen all the time, but it does sporadically happen. I get to working and cleaning and putting stuff up, and next thing you know, I just turn the light off and go to bed, and I never lock the door. He used one of those gallons of water to make lemon tea, with those little lemon tea packets that you get like at Walmart, and that 2 of them make a gallon. So he'd made lemon tea in one of those, and then last night I drank a little bit of it, and it was so strong, so I know he used more than 2 packets. He probably, and I'll tell you something else, the garbage was all rolled up. He'd already took the garbage out of the can, the bag, and rolled it. Whenever he takes the garbage out, that's when I know he's thrown something away he doesn't want me to see. So I'm 100% sure that there was more than 2 of those packets used to make lemon tea. Then there was a gallon of tea made, regular tea, that you have to heat the water and, steep the bags. It takes us 3 tea bags to make a gallon. I used 2 decaffeinated of that sweet Southern Breeze or whatever it is from, somebody sent me some a while back. I was gifted some, and now I keep it in the pantry, the decaffeinated. It's already pre-sweetened, so I used 2 of those with 1 Louisiana regular tea bag. There were 7 tea bags in that gallon jug of tea. I use that jug that I got from Pampered Chef that the lid goes, it's got that strainer in it. And we just leave the tea bags in the bottom, and that strainer holds them down. When I seen that strainer wouldn't go down, it was this high inside that thing. I was like, how many tea bags did you use? And then he told me he had to go take a bath because he knew he was in trouble. He'd go down the hallway to the bathroom to take a bath, get away from me. And so, yeah, I pulled the tea bags out, got a spoon, pulled them out, 7 tea bags. I was so frustrated with him. Last night, I locked the pantry door. I did not forget. So, he can... Anyway, I don't know where I was going with that story. But, yeah, he's something else. Alright, I'm going to get this video out to y'all and add that other one of Daniel and the pictures of the Christmas lights. And then I'll try, this one's getting long. I may need to edit. I don't know. I've just talked about nothing really. I could just start over and delete this video and do another one. You think I should?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I won.
Anyway, I don't know if I want to add other stuff to this one because it's already 22 minutes long. So I may do a separate video of me getting everything together outside. All right, I love you guys. God bless y'all. I rambled. Sorry.